Hey guys, welcome back to our series of looking back at the past from my old home movies. So again, like if you remember last time we were at 1990, around August 1990, where we showed you a few clips from Disneyland and then we compared them to what we have today. So now let's go to September 1993. So this is 3 years past the last video. I've grown a little bit, and also you can see that my sister is in the picture because she was born in 1991. We're gonna take a look and then we're gonna show what we've seen at Disneyland then versus what we see today. So let's start that video. Here it is, 1993. We're on Main Street here, and the very first clip you see, Mickey Mouse once again is bum rushed by the crowd. So they still don't have the character attendant position yet. And as you can see, all the kids, all the adults are crowding around Mickey Mouse because Mickey Mouse is, you know, like the boss of Disneyland, right? So here's my aunt, right behind Mickey Mouse. She's with me and my sister, and we're trying to get autographs from Mickey, but so is everybody else. You know, the park pretty much just opened here, so everybody is like crowding around Mickey. Everybody's trying to get Mickey's autograph, trying to get Mickey's attention, trying to get pictures with Mickey, trying to get signatures from Mickey. And here we go, my sister's even touching Mickey Mouse's ear and head, which I don't think the character performers appreciate that. So if you guys, here's a tip, if you guys are around characters, don't mess with the head, because the head is very heavy and it can lead to some neck problems to the characters. So don't touch their head. Yeah. So here we go. Yeah, where everybody's crowding Mickey. And then here's a clip now of Max Goof and Goofy Goof. So they're here on Main Street also. There's less people crowding them. It's interesting. Less people crowding them, but there's still a crowd. So these costumes, I think, are similar to the style that they have now, but they're a little bit creepier back in 1993. But yeah, there's Max who's playing in my face. And if you remember, there was a show on like Saturday morning cartoons called Goof Troop, and Goof Troop had Goofy and Max and PJ. So that was Goof Troop, and that's probably why they had him out there. Oh, here we go. Here's Beast. So if you know Main Street in Disneyland, there's a little section on the side where the characters come in and out of. It looks like the crowd is just crowding Beast right when he's trying to get out of where he's supposed to come from. So it's so hard for the characters to just get around because they're being crowded, like everywhere they're being crowded. And we're outside of the Tiki Room, and the Tiki Room, the bench is exactly the same. The pre-show is similar. That's funny. I was talking about being thirsty and I wanted to get a drink. So I was pointing at the tiki bar, the pineapple, so the whips, the whip float and the pineapple juice, you could get at the Dole Whip stand. I was pointing at that because I was thirsty. I said, "I'm thirsty, Mom, can I get something to drink over there?" And I was pointing right at the Dole Whip stand. So yeah, it's still there today, except nowadays you can do mobile ordering. And another thing that's different is the ADA accessible ramp that they placed on the far end of the Tiki Room that has a share bathroom now. All right, so let's move forward. You can see here, this is the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse. So now you can see like the innovation of the Swiss Family Robinson. So there was a TV show back in the day called Swiss Family Robinson. I don't know if you guys have heard it or seen it, but Swiss Family Robinson, they decided to create a TV, an attraction in the park It was the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse. Now, I think this is still in Magic Kingdom. I think this is still in Magic Kingdom. We're about to find out actually because we're gonna be going to Magic Kingdom, so we're gonna see it. Nowadays though, in Disneyland, Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse is Tarzan Treehouse. So they changed the whole thing altogether. Alright, so we are riding the Pirates of the Caribbean. So it was me and holding my sister's hand in line. So that was Pirates of the Caribbean. Here you can see the Jolly Trolley, and it's actually moving. So we're in Toontown. There's Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin. It looks like it's closed at the moment here in '93. Probably because the fireworks are about to begin, so they usually close Toontown in order for them to launch the fireworks, because they launch it from Toontown, and that's probably why they had Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin closed, because they didn't want a line when the fireworks are about to go off. The Jolly Trolley, as I mentioned, used to go around Toontown, and it would kind of like wobble like this when it moved. It doesn't do that anymore. They don't even run it anymore. Nowadays, they just leave it and it's sitting there and you can take pictures, but back here, as you can see in this old clip, it was moving. So that's one pretty cool thing about Toontown. Also the fact that it was dark right there, yet they had it open. I'm not used to that, because nowadays they close it pretty early in order for them to say, we're preparing for the fireworks. We went into Minnie Mouse's house here. Back in this time, this was a lot more interactive. All right, here we are. There were a lot of things that you could press, you could pick up, you could turn dials, you can press buttons, you can pull on things. Now they've locked a lot of the stuff. You can't really pull or tug on stuff to make it interactive anymore. You could just walk through it. I'm not sure what happened, if it was breaking too much or if kids were abusing it too much. If you guys know the reason why they stopped making Toontown or Minnie Mouse's and Mickey Mouse's house so interactive, leave me a comment down below. Let us know if you actually know like what's behind it, why they stopped doing that. So that it would be a little bit less interactive. But here we are in Minnie's kitchen. Before you could like pull open the washer, or I think you could turn a dial on the washer dryer and then you could see it like spinning and something like that. You could pull on the fridge door and there's stuff inside the fridge. I think now the fridge door doesn't have stuff in there, or it's like stuck on, I don't know. It's a little bit different now. This one, the kids are playing with the oven, and in the oven there's a cake that inflates. So you press a button or you turn the knob, and then the cake inflates, it lights up, and then it like sinks. So that's what happens with that cake there. So like I was mentioning, the fridge, the door opens. And there's like cheese, lots of cheese, because it's Minnie Mouse's house. So there's a lot of cheese in there. So like Marissa, or my sister here, is playing with the stuff inside the fridge. Okay, so I guess that is all for 1993. Key points from 93 is Toontown was a big thing for us because we were young back then, and that was really big. Another thing that we want to note is that the treehouse there is Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse versus Tarzan's Treehouse, is what we have today. So that's another thing. And then the other point is that characters roamed around without character attendance once again, and they would get mobbed because, you know, it's characters and they always get mobbed if there's no character attendance. So those are the takeaways that I've noticed here from 1993. I want to thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to keep your watches synced to Disney time. See ya.